Alrighty. Okay. Wait, are we hot?
Yeah, we're hot. Go for it.
Oh, all right. Anyway, howdy everyone. This is Putter, my pancakes. We are here with an amazing stream today. We have two lovely contestants here that are here that have survived so much meat beating, just abuse, just everything left and right, technical difficulties. These people survived everything. These two amazing people. We have Spanners and we have Ethiom. These two gentlemen are the best out of, I believe, 170 that played this year. They fought through rigorous amounts of brackets, and here they are. And pretty much, I just wanted to say, it's going to be a great time, especially from where this is all started, all those 3 years ago. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I'd like to introduce you guys to our lovely two commentators here. Send it away.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
How's it?
We are live. Let's do this.
All right. So we have Spanners and Ethiom are both doing a one-hit spawn locked. So this is going to be very interesting. Edge of your seat gameplay here. High octane. So we'll touch them off. They're going to start picking their weapons, and then they're going to go on their own account. So you guys do your thing. Have fun.
Sounds great. Wow, spawn, one hit.
Yeah,
Jeez Louise.
it's like the second half of the tournament has just been this. It
Oh,
is,
really?
Yeah, just nonstop. Between that and those who run the standard health, the scores have been insane. I've been seeing like 198s be considered a bad score right now, which is just nuts. Like, yeah, 199s and 200s are now becoming the norm with this stuff, but we'll see.
I envy all of you with limber enough backs and knees to be able to play the game at this high level, as I have long past gone over the edge of that. So
Beautiful.
they gonna grab their weapons. They just gonna keep tossing their melee items around.
Putter's given some. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Probably have a little bit of a delay. Yeah.
There is a slight delay for you guys, but it's matched up with the gameplay. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Perfect. There we go.
Banners getting the 1911 with the red dot and sights. Ethiom on the TAC USP. No, the match USP. Spanners looks like he's keeping, as is Ethiom. So both opening their first box and keeping, no rerolls.
Always good to see, nice and smooth. I've got to say, I'm such a USP fan in this game. Always happy to see someone rolling with it.
Gotta some awesome test shots going out. But yeah, so we have Spanners here, who's back from last year, the finale. Lost to Mac here for some redemption. And Ethiom, who is fought out of
and you two
the,
respectively. Just keep doing your thing.
losers bracket to get back here. So vengeance. Ethiom actually knocked me out as well. First hold. I'm still so bad at the names.
Override token found.
Gotcha.
Okay.
See any better tips there? Ethiom rolling the bolt. Ends up with the 8400.
Yeah, looks like the compact version.
Interesting.
Yep.
Was.
Quite catch any rounds out of there. Another
USP
pistol coming out of Spanners. Also ends up with the
Talk
match.
about weapon parity, baby.
So we have two USPs.
That's pretty handy.
Yeah, that's decent capacity early on.
I'm curious, as our resident reload expert, what do you think is the pistol, the starting pistol that has the absolutely like cleanest reload experience?
Boy, the 1911s are nice. Stands some index stuff. Ethiom's already an old and his Spanners. What do we have for the other ones? I have some issues with the USP actually getting the mags in sometime.
Huh.
But I actually think the 1911 is just nice and clean, and it runs well. All right, let's see what we get for our first nodes.
Static
The way I can count 1, 2. Ethiom got his first one out a bit quicker. Nice clear, real
Yeah.
fast. Spanner's a little
No
bit
headshot
slower on that
bonuses.
first.
It's a shame.
Data extracted.
Oh,
It is.
3 override tokens.
It
No.
just.
Advance to next system node.
Huh.
And take it.
that is interesting.
I am apparently a robot.
There
Oh, oh, well, we're back. I have never seen that before.
beautiful.
So I am apparently the hold was cleared so aggressively that it glitched out my video stream.
Little jacket. Oh,
So,
Some
that
better
it-
round on Ethiom. Looks like some plus Ps. Banners is
1911.
Ooh, another pistol.
We'll also take that.
golden
happily.
1911. Looking like there's a yeah, supply points down there. Being real careful. That can be a tricky room. I actually lost one of my runs in there. Got overrun too.
Oh yeah, because you're just like it's one of the few true dead ends that's in the
Mhm.
map.
Yep. 3-point SMG roll for Spanners on that one. Doesn't seem too interested in it at the moment. Ethiom still exploring. Now Spanners actually, I think,
Good
has not
stuff.
even lost a round this time. He's been straight
Okay.
up just undefeated the whole way through.
Not
If I was looking at the
That-
bracket
worst roll I've
correctly.
ever received.
Knock on wood.
All right. Yeah, he didn't even have like one of the best of threes a round loss though, from what the bracket told me, which is just insane. All right, so SMG coming out. We got a drum
This is just
QC9 on
9mm though,
Spanners
sadly,
and a
so
PP2000 on
we'll have to see
Ethium. So
what
we
we
got
can
good
do.
capacity on both, but Spanners definitely wins with having closer to an AR platform. I don't think there's a bolt release on that 2000. You
F2W.
have to
Okay.
I don't think
actuate.
so either. Yep, and
And-
it's a fairly small interaction zone too, because it's get that sort of like G36 style top.
Yep.
There's armor piercing
Keep
in
it
there.
in
Not a
check
fan
just-
personally.
Yep. So I think that's a little up on Spanish side. Spanish starts the
Killer.
hole. Ethiom's still doing a little bit of exploring. Spanish clearing a little bit of cover out,
Analyzing system.
holding it in center. Nice and aggressive on the doors, which is really good to do, especially on a staircase, because the darkness in there can actually really play against you if you let them build up. Ethiom's clearing a little bit of cover out as well. Same tactics. So aggressive on the doors. We did say SMG skitty. We did.
I was gonna say isn't that a little risky being that close, like catching a stray ricochet, given
Could
it's
be.
one hit?
Could be. That's something
That'd
to
be
do
a terrible way to go out.
Encryption
real quick. Clear by Spanners. And we only had 2 parties come up. 3.
Analyzing system.
Ethiom, a little bit slower here, but gets the clear. Yep.
That's an unfortunate spawn.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like a bit of a tougher spawn for Spanners there.
Gonna have to.
I don't like those tall covers.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that has definitely occurred in the sort of meta of tournament play since the last
Very
tournament,
soon.
sort of thing. Like there was a little bit of cover clearing before, but definitely not this aggressively.
Alright. Spanners is up.
Encryption
Decent
successful.
clear with the swarms. Ethiom's waiting.
Data extracted.
Shaking
Both of them
so
got a
bad.
decent spawn, nothing crazy. Those ones that hide around the corner kind of
That was
can force you to move in between, but these aren't too bad.
And take it.
close to as good as it could have gone
Ethiom forced into a
with that
reload
spawn,
before,
I
but
think.
they're not up.
Maybe a little quicker on the shots
One,
themselves.
a little bit of a miss on that first, but about the same with the clear
They're
times, I'd
going
say.
a little too fast.
So we'll move on to the next set of supplies and head into hold 3.
Slow down, take it back.
Making it look easy.
Very.
So while we're waiting for them to move towards the next hold, I got our first
Okay.
fun hot dog fact for you
Nothing
today.
interesting here.
You've probably heard something along this lines before, but
This
according to the most recent studies, were you aware of the fact that basically each hot dog you eat takes about 36 minutes off your life?
Heard ya.
I should eat some more.
Override token found.
Oh, there we go.
Token found.
We got some points to play
yeah.
with. Don't need
Still a
upgrade
cheese
mags.
dog, baby.
Really, what I'm after here is ammo
Oh
With-
man.
With Fritos on it.
or shotgun.
Those
If
have to
I
be
really
worth a
had
couple
to, I
extra
could
seconds.
roll with this,
Yep.
but I don't.
I didn't need those seconds anyway. They're at the end when it's terrible.
I really should have went and got my hot dogs.
Well, you really should.
Yeah. Ethiom rolled something better. Can't quite see what he picked up there. Some better ammo. Hollows, okay.
Free psych.
Always help with the SMGs. It's a little bit extra punch. If you can have the plus P hollows there,
Check
they
this
make the
first.
SMGs just perfect. If you that's the next best thing to the APIs, and even the APIs can be kind of
Thank you.
picky when you're in the
Anton,
one,
Thank you.
because you can get lit on fire. So
Yep, lit on fire, and they just
We
like
need
they
nothing
sometimes
from
don't
you.
drop. They
Nothing, I say.
overpenetrate, you know, and
Just
don't
go
drop you
cycle.
fast enough. So
Yep.
This after
No
rolling battle
rolls.
rifle ammo. This is jacket hollow.
looking
point,
for some
nothing.
scout ammo, but nothing interesting there.
It's over.
7.6251, I believe. Pistols ended up with plus Ps, if I'm seeing that right. Okay. Nice,
It
nice.
is over.
Ethiom doing some rerolls, wasting only like 4 points there, and goes with a 1 point just for the the currency there, getting the extra bucks for spending it.
Override
Wow,
token
another
found.
reroll, trying to get something better out of that
Okay,
point and
that's
just
locked. That's locked. That's
Anton not
locked.
being kind to
You
him.
There.
nope. I was wondering when the when the RNG was gonna bite someone. Well, there you have it. I mean, still a great primary.
Yep. Banner starting hold 3 first. This room has been particularly mean. Both me and my opponents in 2 matches recently got knocked out on this one
Where's
for
your
a round.
friend?
So deceivingly hard. There's a couple spots where the Sosigs don't quite come the same way if they spawn up on that ladder side. Quick notes for the first. Take a little bit of time to get them out. Nice clear.
Advancing to next system layer.
That was spooky.
Analyzing
Yep.
system.
Yep. So Ethiom did go with a battle rifle roll and got a
But
10
the last
round
time I
foul.
made a deal with Hardens, that's a beautiful
And it's
lineup there.
the tack foul as well, so nice pick rails to work with. Starting third hold. That drum's gonna do so much work for
Lovely.
spanners on that QC9.
Did it spawn with that, or is that an upgrade?
That was a spawn with. Yep. That was a 3-point.
Sometimes it just rewards you.
Nodes up quick. Ethium's going after. He got a lot of
Oof.
nodes up. A lot of hardens. With that 10 round.
Encryption neutral.
Spanners gets his
Brutal.
clear
Yes.
quick.
Advancing to next system. Analyzing system.
How come they use something like operator ordering instead of standard progression? It's just kind of what they've settled on. There is a tournament character coming, as Anton has.
Yes,
Eased.
it is going to be quite brutal and be a little more focused on a wider range of H3's weaponry than you end up seeing in Ori, because Ori throws you right into fully automatic weapons, you know, right out of the gate, you know, which fits obviously the sort of like modern operator theme, but doesn't really test the skills of a true H3 expert. So that will be changing. I'll actually let me find my Google Doc that has my notes on it.
Alright, Ethium swarms are up. Yep. That 10 round mag just did run up right at the end. Had to swap to the tool 2000, but terrible.
Encryption.
Spanners had to
Unfortunate.
relocate for that last node on the recursives, but he is through.
Hold successful.
That was an unfortunate spawn for recursives.
5 override.
Whose audio are we hearing at the moment? Okay, Spanners again, I think, with the unfortunate spawn line. Not liking the node placement
Okay.
that they're getting. Gotcha.
Override
Gotcha.
token found.
Definitely getting one of these.
Okay.
Yeah. Might come back to
So,
that. if there's
so
no
out of
better
all of the,
option.
if you were rolling power ups, what do you prefer to get? What do you prefer to have with ideal power up setup going into hold 4 and then going into hold 5?
Shield or ghost? You want to see that shield one because it completely makes
Okay, so we have
it makes the
ultimate question
agiles
then.
that much easier because you're not
How
dealing with
powerful
speed
or
meter on hold 5. You don't have to worry about them anymore. And
Yeah,
then even
on
just taking your
Switch.
agiles out in hold 4, wave 3 a lot quicker because you can
Arden's
focus
probably
on them.
better
So I
roll.
think that's a close second would be infinite ammo just to
And
help with
sword
it.
is.
But I think top tier is either the shield or ghost at the moment. We'll see people pick those up very early. If they happen to
Interesting. So
roll.
they're just if they get the opportunity to see it
Brand
on
new
the spawner,
ghosts.
knowing that they might not get it later, they just go ahead and grab it and bank it.
Right, yeah. And shield is better because yeah, you can still die with ghost,
Ammunition
obviously, but
is
it still accomplishes the same. And if you're
nothing.
safe enough, if your positioning is good,
And I do have enough for
I have been
another
directly in front
power-up,
of some Sosigs, and it is not.
so I will
They've not
grab
killed me with ghost.
a
All
third
right.
power-up,
Yep. There's another
so that we shall
ghost
indeed
power up
be
for spanners.
well-healed.
Got
Jeez.
the roll. They will stack him. He's got a shield and 2 ghosts ready to go into those last 2.
It's wild to see how that transformed because there was a period of time when I was, redesigning the pool system for this to try to encourage people to actually use the power ups. And for a while, there was just a large contingent of the player base who'd be like, if it isn't a gun with higher capacity, why am I buying it? Sort of thing. So it's
It took-
fascinating to see how much that reversed.
Yep. It took me a while to get out of that because they're too useful. Yeah, it looks like Spanner's got a Ren at some point. Yeah.
Huh.
So he's got an AR with decent capacity because those are proprietary magazines, if I'm not wrong. So you're guaranteed that 30 on the roll.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Ren. Ethiom's getting some upgrades for capacity on the FAL, which is much needed. Spanner's going through.
That was so bad,
Not
man.
bad.
J hallway.
The speed with which the spammers can confidently take down those recursives just
Deadly.
is going to be incredibly useful in the upcoming tournament character, which is going to have 4 new encryption types, all of which are boss encryption types similar to the regenerative. And they are all evil.
Yes. The one you teased on Twitter and elsewhere, wasn't it a combo of like agiles and the old hardens and it was
Yeah, there's one that the cascading encryption is one that you sort of like starts as a sort of super hardened in the middle and then breaks apart into a whole bunch that each time one of its sub pieces blows up, it blasts the other ones away and they sort of recombine towards the center. So it's very much a volume fire encryption. Just the VR equivalent of hold down mouse 1 and go to town. Whereas the polymorphic encryption is basically like a giant recursive agile that with 10 hit points. So I imagine some people will be breaking their controllers in half after fighting that one.
Standards had a really nice clear of the ghosts. Ethium struggled a little bit on time when it came to the recursives. So I think a little bit of headway for Spanners now. Gonna hand it to the crew for commentating all these. Watching 2 taking whole runs at once is absolutely insane to keep track of with the speed that these guys play at. This is
Yep,
nuts.
it is dizzying.
Yes. They just have a VR headset on with one in each eye to make it so much better. All right. Are we looking for stealth nodes on Ethium? Spanners up with the agiles for clear, quick, ridiculous. just feels, and not even having to aim down sight.
That was much
Unreal.
close for comfort.
Just unreal. Absolutely terrifying.
Ethiom getting decent clear through the ghosts.
Incredible work.
Yes, Ethiom did upgrade the mags, so a little bit
I
more
would
help
take a
out of that
suppressor,
FAL.
Except I cannot afford a point.
Looks like
of
he's got some
impact shift.
APIs too, or some incens with how it's shooting.
See what else we got.
We got for so we should what agile should be up in a moment. Ethiom and spanners to the next hole.
Fascinating. I'm surprised that that spanners got out so fast. It felt like they actually started things up and began at about the same time.
Ethiom was a couple behind, yeah, but spanners is just moving quicker and quicker as this moves on. There's agiles for Ethiom. Treble tracking that one a little too close. Not bad on the second and third though. Held it together. Spanner's doing a little bit of work with inventory. Looks like he got an auto shotgun. Oh yeah, AA-12
Yes, please.
with the drum.
Number
I
four,
got
number
some.
4.
Excellent.
So I have.
Oh, and Ethiom has a MG roll. Not enough points for it, but.
I have been. I am become the final encryption. Seriously, I don't know what on earth is happening with my video feed there. Am I still audible through the stream? If someone wants to.
Hold. I wish I had one more inventory slot so I wouldn't have to ditch you, but
It looks like it needs to blow an NES cartridge to get you like working again.
this is nerve-wracking as hell, man.
All right, Ethiom's still running the 2000 in the FAL. Wasn't a lot of points. I don't see power-ups on Ethiom unless it's taught him on
Do
the
you-
side pockets. Oh,
Hey guys, just popping in for a second. Do you want to try resetting very quick, Anton? Like,
It
just
won't
resetting
break
it.
my positioning or anything like that.
It will for a
Not that
second,
way
but
either.
it'll
Not that
it'll
way.
come back. Yeah.
there we go.
There we go. All right, cool. I'm pause. All right.
Controls, please.
Smoke from Ethiom trying for a flashbang, but the RNG there is never kind. I swear.
There we go. Cool. Was just fixing something on my end. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, it's a cursed question, Kyle Lewis. It's not getting asked or answered.
Oh.
The starts with M, ends in K.
Ah. Excellent.
Oh.
Excellent.
Much
Yeah,
too
I
disrespectful.
was wondering how far into the stream people were going to start asking, throwing out their requests for the game. But so we made it all the way to hold 5 of the first round before that happened.
Sanders has started
Is-
playing the
is
little
he-
ledge. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he up on the ledge there? That's incredible.
Yep. Using the ghosts. No, not going to worry about getting hit. Good view of all the nodes from that position. So knows exactly what he's doing with his power-ups. Just gonna sweep through those stealths, not a problem. Perfect. That is a beautiful spot with that power-up.
Advancing to
Ethiom will be right behind there, playing top where I tend to play. Nodes are up for Ethiom as well. Gonna have a high one somewhere. Is it that corner one?
Oh,
Yeah, it
yep.
is. Yep.
Always.
Spanner's still choosing to not move. I'm guessing he just has control of the room from this. Yeah, he's got control of the entire room with that rifle. Nope, there.
Oh, we have an issue again.
It's
Refresh.
Oh man, if that's the worst issue we have this time. It's not bad.
Yeah, I wonder if that's Discord or occurring on the streaming machine or what's going on here.
Yeah,
Wow,
no.
immediately glitching. I am become recursive encryption. Shot.
Spanner's is working on Agile. Shield was up, no problem. Agile's up for
Amazing.
Ethiom in the middle of a reload. A little bit slower already. Lot to go. A lot to deal with.
Analyzing
Wow,
system.
yeah, we're getting some. The encryptions
Incredible
are getting
stuff.
Anton's. Just the Anton's video, and I can't take it. I can't work with this guy. What are you doing to me?
I know it's honestly, I'm enjoying watching the buffer get completely corrupted in video RAM there. I wanted to, I'm sorry I didn't warn everyone ahead of time, but I was gonna, but I'm debuting a piece of experimental glitch art as part of this tournament event. And I hope you're all really enjoying it. I think it's pretty challenging, frankly. It's super appropriate context for it and everything.
During the
Wonderful.
break, we can fix it.
Excellent.
All right, Spanner's gonna be dealing with final node here onto the regenerative. Already popped the ghost. Ethium will be not far behind.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually jumped down like he did.
Ethium gets this first.
I didn't go too
Wow.
soon, did I?
Decent clear there. No terrible spawns for either. Banners is out. Both finishing at about the same time. So
Hold successful.
Wow.
What do
So
we have
Ethium
for
caught
scores?
up time-wise.
5 override tokens found. Advanced
Banners with 199.
Pipes.
Can't see what the little bit of resolution we're dealing with here. 99, 420. 196. Awesome. So Spanners takes round 1.
So how many seconds in total does that work out to in terms of being a better clear for that score differential, give or take?
Oh. Potter would be more knowledgeable on that than I am. but
So pretty much, it seems like Spanners was a lot faster in terms of just taking out encryptions, and he kind of had that lead for a long time. Seconds are a big matter, like they matter a lot. So if you see, like if Ethium spent like 5 seconds on the encryption while Spanner spent like 3 seconds, it kind of you can those are like the little differences that you can pretty much tell who's gonna win at that point. But
we're gonna get out of like a second or two like that, since you guys have
um
this down into a chart at this point.
So typically, to get like the highest score on the board, what I boil it down to is the announcer, the announcing lady. Before she finishes her sentence, you're pretty much gold. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes down. You can hit like a 200K. But anyways, these guys are now done. Spanners got a 199 and Ethium got a 196, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, in that case, Spanners wins this round. Wow. All right, so we're gonna let them take a 10-minute break. And you guys,
Cool.
a
Let's
10-minute break.
talk about let's talk about hot dogs. Cool. I've prepared for some material for this one.
Take it away.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see. What do we want to? Let's play a little game. Let's play some hot dog or punch in the face. How about that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna describe for you a regional style and configuration of a hot dog and all of the toppings. And I know because you're a bit of a picky eater, most of these will probably not be up your alley. And what I want you to tell me is, would you eat that hot dog or would you rather just be punched in the face? All right.
All right.
Cool. So let's see here. We're gonna start with one that's a little bit more normal. We're gonna start with a Seattle hot dog,
Okay.
which is a bratwurst with cream cheese, sliced raw jalapenos, chopped cabbage, and sriracha. Would you eat that hot dog, or would you rather be punched in the face?
I'd eat that one. I could choke through that. I would deal with it.
What would be the hardest part of getting through that one for you, think?
The texture of the cabbage would not be. I don't know. That wouldn't. Like even I could deal with the flavor of the jalapenos. I think I'd be all right there. But just the texture of the cabbage on there that'd be the one stopping it from completely going down.
Yeah, truth be told, the ingredient list I have here, I think that's a little no, that one has cabbage on it. Weird.
Weird. Looks
Yeah.
like we have some. They take it, try it, and chat. A couple of punched. Chimbalays with a punch. Solon with a punch. Mix the can. Yep. So half and half. Chat's okay with it.
All right. Let's get a little more out there with it. See what should we do here? Yeah, so here we go. Let's go. We're gonna go with say more of like a well here. I'm curious actually from the chat. We'll do a Chicago style hot dog, which is a hot dog on a poppy seed bun with a pickle spear, celery salt, tomatoes, whole pickled peppers, chopped onions, green relish, and mustard. Would you eat that hot dog without taking anything off it, or would you rather be punched in the face?
Chat seems to like it. Chat loves it. Eat. Hell yeah, delicious. Somebody's questioning tomatoes. I would rather get punched in the face than that one. That
Is there one deal breaker ingredient for you, or is it just a nightmare of taste, of smells and textures?
too much? I think the onions put it over the edge, but that's a lot. That's a lot going on there.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who, like, when I have a slice of pizza, I love dicing up super, super fine, just straight raw white onion. And I literally coat the entire top of the slice of pizza with finely diced white onion. And then I spray a bunch of this pineapple habanero hot sauce I have over it. And I'm pretty sure the neighbors can smell my breath through the wall after I consume it.
Oh my!
It's a personal favorite.
Scooby Foo's asking for clarification. Do we have to eat the entire hot dog?
Yes.
Okay. And somebody's also Aussie drivers asking who gets the honors of punching me in the face. All right, I'm not getting punched in the face if you guys don't eat it. So that's you get punched in the face, not me. But
Yep. I love that someone is just completely misunderstood. They're like, either I get a hot dog or he gets punched in the face. I mean, it's a win-win.
sounds like a terrible redeem for my stream. Next one.
All right. Let's go. All right, a little more experimental here. We've got, and I don't think these are real, an Idaho hot dog, which is just a hot dog in a baked potato topped with bacon bits, chives, and sour cream.
I'll take that right now. Oh my goodness. That sounds good. In a baked potato.
Just core out the center of a baked potato and just slide that hot dog right in there.
That'd be wonderful. And a nice crispy skin on that. That'd be great. Everybody wants that. Everybody loves that.
Everyone's like, yep, let's do that.
We had a good comment about the Chicago one. Valkyrie said that they would punch somebody for a Chicago dog, so I guess that's a third option.
Indeed. Indeed it is. All right. Oh, we got a collab from where I'm from, Buffalo. This is IEC. It's funny, despite making a game about hot dogs, I didn't ever really have many hot dogs as a kid. And the reason is because I grew up in Buffalo, and because of the large Italian American population in Buffalo, every single outdoor summer event anywhere had Italian sausage available. And it's like in most cases, like if I'm out grilling with some people and it's like get a hot dog on one hand or get an Italian sausage with like peppers and onions on it that have been grilled, I'm gonna take that almost every time. So here's an Italian sausage with grilled bell peppers and onions, and ketchup and mustard on it.
Man, the onions are gonna do it again for me.
Even grilled onions? Like nice and caramelized.
If I have to do this one after another, and I'd already been punched in the face, I'd probably choke down the hot dog.
You're like face too sore.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be able. If you get punched in the face too many times, you're not even gonna be able to eat any of the other hot dogs.
Chat looks like they're all about that one too.
All right, here now we're going real weird, real experimental. A Swedish hot dog, which is a hot dog surrounded by mashed potatoes, shrimp salad, lettuce, and fried onions rolled in flatbread.
Shrimp salad?
Shrimps. So, like, imagine tuna salad made with like mayo and stuff, but instead of made with tuna, it's made with cooked shrimp.
Yeah, lost me at the shrimp. Punch in the face. Nope.
Anyone in chat? Anyone in chat down with it?
Your couch would do it. Looks like Ashley would do. We're getting a lot of lost meat shrimp. Get rid of the shrimp. What is a shrimp salad?
No, y'all are not getting what you're missing with shrimp salad. Shrimp salad rocks.
Yeah, no, I think chat's with me on this one. Take a punch over the shrimp. It's just one too far. It's not even the onions on that one.
I imagine. I imagine. Man, so what? Let's see here.
Zipple Pop would eat it shrimple as that. Get it. I get it. What about hot dogs on pizza? Let's put hot dogs on pizza.
Yeah, you know what? Somehow I don't think I've ever had a combination of those two things. I've been to places that have had like served an actual pizza dog, like hot dog. You put sauce on both sides, you cover it in melted cheese, and then they put the whole hot dog on the bun under a broiler for like 40 seconds, just long enough to melt the cheese. And I imagine that would be quite good. It's the old, if you put melted cheese and marinara on almost anything, it becomes edible. So it's just the magic of that. Let's see here. So fun hot dog fat. Well, let's put a guess. What do you think the world record is for the number of hot dogs eaten in a 10-minute period in a hot dog eating contest?
Can I get a hint as to what
Um,
country won? Was it America?
it's America. it's
It's damn close to 100 somehow, maybe. I don't know.
damn cool. Yeah, it's a 76. A guy named Joey Chestnut, who I think had broken his own prior record.
Oh,
And man, if that isn't like truly the quintessential American experience, which is defining the world record for eating the maximum number of hot dogs, and then like the next year going, nah, not enough, and going to break your own record.
goodness. Bilbo
That's
Saggins knew that off the top of their head.
terrifying.
Oh, goodness. Doom Slayer saying he earned a copy of H3 for winning that. Oh, man. Yeah, just like the whole, like, there's techniques for that. Don't they have to dip it in water so that they got to get the bun? There's more. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and I think
compressed. Ugh.
yeah, they do also all the that whole competitive eating scene is just like body horror through and through. It's truly terrifying.
Goodness.
Sorry to interrupt. We have
Yeah.
about 1 minute left. Just letting you
Yep.
guys know.
Gotcha.
Oh, let's see. Let's 1 minute left. 1 minute left. What do we see? We got some time for some jokes. How about that? We got some hot dog jokes here. All right, here we go. How did the hot dog avoid jail time despite committing a crime?
How did he?
It was only a misdemeanor. Ah. Why did the hot dog refuse to go to the German club?
Why?
Because it was too crowded.
Oh.
What do you call a hot dog with its insides removed?
I don't know. What do you call a hot dog with its insides removed?
Ah. A Halloweenie.
Oh no. Oh no. These jokes
Why
are-
did the hot dog refuse to act in a movie?
Why?
Because none of the roles were good enough.
No. Done. I like that the timer says done. You should read that.
The timer itself is like, can we please stop? Host number one.
Chat's actually asking no more.
Excellent.
I'm shaking and crying.
Okay, all right. So we are already here. We're telling the contestants to begin their next or to start choosing their weapons. So they should be transitioning over there very shortly.
Gotcha.
It
So
seems like Spanners has engaged and has created some truly challenging installation art here.
that's That's his training procedure. Yeah.
Oh, he stays
Incredible.
cold. Beautiful, beautiful. Ridiculous performance. So this is, again, the first rounds here. A 199 on a one hit under pressure for the finals of a tournament that you've run for, how long has this been going on, Putter? When did it start? June?
It started in June. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah,
It's
it was June.
so many
This one, yeah, it took about 3 months. We didn't have to extend this one like last one, but yeah, no, it was honestly, I'm pretty proud of the team that we managed to actually keep it within the time schedule this time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing. These matches seem to be going a lot faster than I thought they were with how fast these two contestants are going. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're nuts. All right. So it seems like Ethiom. Yeah. No, I think no, I think Ethiom's just gone.
He
Oh.
has left the building.
He's Yep.
Oh, his view. So that wasn't just an HMD system. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
He needed
it was.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, so they're gonna begin. Yeah, you guys have fun. They're gonna be choosing their weapons very shortly.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I
Run
think they're gonna
two.
be playing a one hit again. So yeah. There you go.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Beautiful. Seed 8
Fantastic.
scoring seed. So what do we have for seed 8? What is the final room? I think you guys have this list, and I never have it pulled up.
The final room is pit room, yellow room.
Okay, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a small one for the end there. All right.
Good defensive position.
Yep. Spanners, KS23 looks like a reroll from Spanners, and yeah, 144 out of Ethium.
I mean, it's decent, but it has a lot of muzzle rise.
Yeah, I think Spanners got an Obrez or something shorty there. Couldn't quite see. Yeah, another KS23, so that doesn't count against the 3 rerolls. Ethiom seems to be happy with the Hunter, but he's still considering it. Okay, Spanners rerolled again.
And he's stuck with whatever this is.
Well, he gets another because of the dupe of the KS23, so this will be his last. Emrad.
Ooh. Rough.
Yeah, I can't deal with the early bolties. There's a couple holds that just... I got stuck with that on a blue hallway during one of my last runs, and it's just not enough.
Nightmare.
Right, so they should get touched off soon here, and we'll be on to the second run. Seed 8, 1 hit, spawn lock. And Spanners is currently in the lead. Goodness. Goodness. It looks like they're getting touched, and cool, they're off.
Thank you.
Alright, gonna mute and deafen you too. Keep doing your thing.
I must say, I envy the ability to handle fast move locomotion that you all gain by practicing this. I've never been able to build the full-blown stomach for it. I totally go down after about 30 minutes. I'm just like, I need to sit down.
Decent shotgun out of Ethium. I'm terrible at identifying some of these.
And
Yeah, that's the
what
Express
are you doing,
870.
man?
There, okay,
Are
I was going to
you-
say 870. We got the Marshall Ultra Shot for Spanners, so
For
not
real.
as good on capacity. He's going to steal the sight off of the Emrad and pretty much rely straight on the shotgun. Still fun.
Good stuff.
Ethium went with that 44. Yeah, that recoil is something else. Cool. Spanner's sitting, it looks like, with just 2
Run this a million times.
shells stacked instead of a full one and doing quick
Today's
loads
the day
that
it
way.
matters. Let's go.
Interesting. Ethium's already on the first hold in green room, holding up high.
How deadly would you say this room is in 1 hit?
1, 2, 3. Cool.
This can get overwhelming if it's towards the end. If this is a 5th, you can get overwhelmed. It's not the worst since there's only 3 entrances. And if you identify the 2 coming out of the main door, because they can come from either side, it's not the worst. I prefer to hold it high. I think you have a good advantage that way, but you do have a few rough spots with the nodes. Ethiom with a very good clear on the statics. No problem at all. Spanners is holding low. Nice
Yeah, it
quick-
feels like holding low on this, like you could just run into way too easy to have a blocked angle.
Yep. Spanners is repositioned up high. Yeah, I think once you get an idea for where the nodes are going to be, it's not so bad to change like he has here. Again, super just perfect clear, 3 shots. Insane. Ethiom taking some slugs for utility. Rolling the break.
Oh,
Get over.
and a flare.
Just wants the points out of it from the recycle station. At least it's not the one that breaks when you fire it.
No idea where that Sosig is.
Okay.
Never know,
That
could
has
save a
potential.
run and get one
If
shell
there's
in it.
nothing else.
Interesting. So even the points in terms of like spending and recycling is worth it.
Yep. Yep. See, there we go. There's already rolled a shield on Ethiom because it popped up, so it's worth it too. Perfect. I don't think Ethiom really had many power-ups last time to work with. Pistol, doesn't look anything great out of the second. But that shotgun should be more than enough to hold. Looks like, yeah, we have a yellow basement for second. 1-point pistol for Spanners. Ethiom's gonna take it as well.
The P350
Ooh, the
by
250.
Bauer, baby.
Oh,
Slugs,
Goodness.
man.
If Spanners
yeah,
get
I'm
more
not
points here,
not a
win it
fan
too.
Can I
personally.
get some P350
Yeah, that one
by
has a
Bauer,
tough
babies, and
tough
first
angle
us chat,
to
please.
grip it at and like grip and
If I
aim.
look
It's
back
just
on the VOD and I
off.
don't see an entire wall
That's
of
a
P350 by
very
Bauer,
old one
baby,
too,
I'm going
isn't
to
it?
be
That was an
entirely
old
upset.
Yeah,
Second game.
that's like
I'll hold
within
each of you
first 10
personally
updates.
responsible.
I
Wow.
think of the game.
And a
Yeah,
shield
it was
box.
retuned.
Good measure.
It was retuned back when I did the handgun refresh. So it's not like the full implementation of it in the game is that old, but definitely the asset.
Spanners going for some clears on the cover, as is Ethiom. Ethiom's a little bit ahead here on the actual full time. So we'll
How much
have-
would you say in terms of like your level of fatigue and your accuracy towards the end of a run? Would you say having to run with a pump for 2 to 3 holds, how much that impacts it?
It's there. It can get to you, especially when you really need to rely on it in the third. If you happen to miss a pump, it can bite you. Bit of a quicker clear out of Spanners, it looks like. Through a few seconds earlier. Ethiom dual loading to get some of the cover down quickly. Awesome.
It didn't look like he had time to reload those though.
Right. Oh, there we go. During downtime, getting the 350. Still Chambers one as well, getting that extra shot. Banner's being aggressive. Clear. They're about neck and neck right now. With when nodes are going to spawn. The inventory management is a whole like side of this that I don't think comes across well if you haven't actually played. Taken hold in any, like, I don't want to say a serious way, but like really trying to get into it. You have to know your quick belt well. You have to know where you want things to be and where they are at a moment's notice. Ethiom.
Lucky Ricochet.
Would you say
Lucky
would you say there's a
Ricochet.
specific meta quick belt arrangement, or is there a decent variety used between different folk?
I seem to see the tactical, is it Mark II, Mark III used quite a lot, the one that I use as well. I think Spanners is actually using the opposite hand version though. As
Against Ethiom,
So-
that's it.
yeah, so that's the one I see the most. I've seen people run just the OG one as well, but not too much. I don't see things like Pack Rat around too much.
Because I can and I want to.
Makes sense. Just having the really compact mag slots right
Yep.
in the center probably just ends up being the
Just a
most
little bit better.
optimal.
Yep,
Likely
yep.
going to sell it, but we'll see
Looks
what
like
happens.
Ethiom got an Emerald out of that bolt roll, which is not bad because you get a sight with it.
Red.
So That's actually a free site.
What
They
I
had really nice
need.
clears for hold 2. Again, moving so quick that at the same time they're just through this immediately.
Override token found.
Honestly, explain to me the bolt roll this late. Why even take that?
Again, if it's a 1 point, which that one may have been since it's an opening one, you can just recycle it. You get that point back to spend again, which is that little bit. And if you're getting a free stat out of it, that's a 2-point roll that you don't have to, just have that in your inventory. That would be my thought behind it.
Makes sense.
Again, same thing here. Free sight out of that SV98.
I might have to use this. We'll see.
Still having loaded in case, but will come in handy down the road, I'm sure. In one way or another. Oh no. The dreaded
Wow.
dance.
Break dance on me.
Ah, I love my Sosigs
Oh, they're the best.
for moments like that. Although that moment is occurring because
Yeah.
because the nav mesh
That's
is not
awkward.
recognizing that the item spawner is there, and so the Sosig thinks that's an unobstructed
Yeah, I mean,
spot
if you all wanna just
for
line
it
up some
to
stuff for me,
walk
I
at,
appreciate
but its sort
that.
of central
I think it's
physics
tad
point
odd
that
to
moves
me,
the
but
Sosig around is above the table level of the item spawner, which causes them to basically come over and then bend sideways.
It's not even
So
I love when they
tactical
spawn in
version
there and
of
they're
the
just
game.
kind of laying on it.
Arise, M1A.
Just sleeping whenever you come into a hold. Ethiom gets a commando. I didn't quite catch if you got the 30s or 20s for the mags, so looks like we got the 30s. Nope, those are 20s. And another tack foul on
Okay.
Spanner's side.
Let's see what this can do, I guess.
Means you
This
were
is
down.
not gonna.
I got a
This is not
10 rounder
bode
there,
well
so
for my.
And
cool.
probably.
yeah, I think I would rather have a
score.
commando personally.
Yeah, you get. I mean, we have 30 rounders in now, so you have an option for an upgrade. Those 6-point battle rolls are such a
Do what we can with what we got.
they're such a
API,
gamble.
okay.
I mean, I know all of them are whenever you're buying in here, but those 6 points, if you end up with like the M1As and stuff,
And what we got
Mhm.
is
you
Slight
it
sprinkle
can
of
just not work
positivity, I
out
guess.
right. I don't know. You gotta have a sight for it.
that is
Um,
exactly.
It's not so bad if you have the 40 round once you upgrade, but I've never really been a fan of those.
Is it just the hold angle or the
could.
recoil or?
It could be the hold angle on it too, because there's no pistol grip on it, so that's gonna make it a bit more of that aggressive. And for a long period of time, that's definitely not gonna be as friendly to do. Ethium starting, hold 3.
Hold
Okay,
this
I can
position.
ego this
Banner
pretty well.
still out clearing.
Analyzing system.
Interesting.
Doesn't seem like he would have already had a sight on if he had the tack commando. So he's got those irons, which aren't bad. They're not the worst in the game.
7. Okay, interesting.
Hammers at start as well, both holding in the same point. It's a nice spot to hold just because of the view on all the nodes you get here.
Oh no!
Restriction
Had to swap for that clear.
Yep.
Banners had a reload as
Take
well.
forever.
The difference between the 20 and the 30.
Yep. Banner's a little bit slow too. I think Ethiom may have eked out a little bit on that one and won that clear.
Just the level of focus required by these guys.
Insane. Come up again. Just keep control of the room. No problem here. They both got good weaponry for a hold 3. The 10 round on that foul isn't going to be great, but you're only going to need one shot if you hit at this point. Troubles here. Okay.
Good.
good.
Oh.
Had to reload.
Oh. Probably about 2
I
seconds
love
lost
20
that
round mags.
shouldn't have been. Oh no, what's Spanner's
This is
doing?
not good.
Yeah, a little bit picky there. Oh, it's a weapon. Oh, he got a little bit back there.
This is what we
Shotgun
call the
picked off
business
2 at once.
suboptimal.
Even working around the cover there was hurting him up top.
Oh, but they're both right
Yep.
there.
And you really, given the long ranges here, you really do need to keep a lot of the cover active in this room. It's just so much more deadly.
This is left-handers versus right-handers right now. You are right, Colgrave.
You know, it's funny. Until that comment, I hadn't really thought about the fact that there are components of these rooms that are very much handed in their design and layout, thought process in terms of assuming where it is. There's definitely a couple of these hold points probably favor one or the other, probably entirely by accident.
Didn't catch Ethium's clear up there. Oh, okay. Spanners is through. Not bad on his recursive. What do we have for rules?
Farewell, Emrad.
there? Getting ready to Emrad. 6-point AR. Got a Bren.
Bren 806. Is this the...
Which one was it, 806 or 807?
I couldn't
Did you
quite
see the
get-
mag?
Is it the 556
there
one
you
or
go,
the...
6. Yep.
I
It's
forget.
got the 556 then. The 7's got that nice curved because of the 762, right?
Don't need you anymore.
Yep. I mean, I'd rather run the 6 because of the recoil, in this,
Okay.
especially going in towards like agiles
Not
and
too
such.
terrible then.
I don't think having the 76239 is a power benefit
your
that
bounce
really
failed
is a
it,
worthy
which is
trade
a
just
little concerning, but
in
anyway.
Ori in general.
Right. Especially if you can get any tips that are worth it on your rounds.
Sell off
For
one.
sure.
Token
All right.
found.
Ethium rolling away.
Honestly, 2 at this point.
Wow.
Man,
Okay.
though.
Sad but true.
What did he pick up? Did he get a Bren as well?
Oh, why did I want
Uh-oh.
my P350 mag back.
That's
What happened here?
I wonder if did he dump a mag he didn't mean to?
Possibly. Looks like, yeah. Okay. Looks for the pistol. He's fine there. All right. Hold 4 started with spanners. Yep. Also a Bren on Ethium.
Have you ever had an equip bloater like that during a tournament run where you just like accidentally sold a gun you didn't mean to?
Oh boy, I'm pretty sure I've left some magazines or unspawn locked things quite a few times.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was actually during the highlights putter set out. Somebody put their main weapon, I think, on the on the recycle station and rolled it away.
Oh no.
Encryption neutralized.
He deleted it. Oh, that's right. He used the cleanup. Yeah, he put it down or something and used the cleanup on the wrist. That's what it was. Respect for not running sling lock though. Spanners working through hold already while Ethiom catches up a bit.
Is he still rocking 10-round foul?
They both have Brens at the moment, but he does
Okay.
have the 10-round foul on standby still, I believe.
Stealth encryption.
Yeah, he has that foul out right now, actually. He's relying on that instead. Swaps out, losing a little bit there. Swap to the Marshall.
It's so easy to miss that last stealth no matter what room you're in. Just because because of the fact that they all show up and hide at the same time, the amount of time that it takes you to get 5 or 6 in is exactly the amount of time in the like texture visibility cycle to make it go completely invisible. So if you don't get them within that sort of initial top part of the sinusoid, basically you just have like a dead period of 2 seconds where they're just completely invisible.
Is that a... How does he have a drum in that? What is he actually running? Is that actually a Bren? I might be confused here. Is there a drum for that? Or is that an ACR?
I mean, if it's the 5.56, then it
Oh,
might
does it just take Stanags? Okay, I thought it
I
was
think it does.
proprietary. I thought it was proprietary. Too much to know in this freaking game, man. Stop adding so much.
Too
stuff.
many guns.
It's
Anton, please stop putting guns in the game.
Yeah, I was confused.
Seriously though, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna say the next tournament character, like this is what they're doing here is hard, but like I would say that like Ori probably only covers what, like 20% of the game's spawnable guns tops. Out of the entire thing, maybe 25. And so the tournament character that is under production, that coverage of weapons is probably going to be closer to like 80%.
Wow. Wow. That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, because the idea is going to be that for the first hold, it's going to be centered around break action shotguns, derringers, and one-shot weapons. For the second hold, it's going to be like single action revolvers, tube shotguns, bolt action rifles, and lever actions. And then hold 3 is basically everything else that's semi-auto, and then hold 4 is ordnance and everything that's full auto. So it's really the only stuff that's going to be excluded entirely is some of the like tiny caliber weapons and just the truly bizarre stuff that
about
doesn't
as well as I
belong,
could possibly do it.
or just like doesn't fit in a pool in such a way that like it would just make it too random.
Gotcha.
You know. So I think one of the reasons the tournament community has sort of, you know, has clung to Ori here is that the pools are the most reliable, and so it makes for the best competitive games. So in designing the next tournament character, I'm trying to I want to widen the amount of arms available without making it just feel totally random whether one person or the other had the things they needed.
Gotcha. Ethiom started hold 4, doing a good job at clearing aggressively here. Should be what, second wave now because they went out sooner. And
That
Spanish-
little hop route that Spanners just took through that room.
Oh, where's the
Beautiful.
last? You piece of shit.
Oh, Ethiom missing 1.
Thought it was over.
Just the cadence of that. That drum's gonna do work. Right, yeah. There's clearing out final hold. Yeah, I'm not that aggressive on the stairs and
Stairs.
in the room Ethiom's in, and it is working out well to be that. So we need to pay more attention to how people who are actually good at the game play this.
I mean, it makes sense. Like it's if especially because of the fact that they're frequently coming in via that route already suppressed from the sound of the gunfire in the investigate state. It's much easier to like take them out when they're well lit than them getting a little bit further and moving into the dark part of the hall. So definitely has some logic to it. I'm still floored by just how aggressively both of them are playing this, given that it's one hit.
Yep, now.
Yep. Agile's up. Ethiom, decent clear there. Nice shots. No hang-ups.
Not great, not terrible.
3 ghost power-ups for Spanners. So he is just going to be able to
That is
be invisible the whole time.
that arm swinger jump is just insane up there.
Yep.
H3 is a movement game.
Yep. Just wait till we have a taken hold level where you can use the hand glider.
Hand copter. Banner starts, hold 5, clearing cover. Like 20 rounders now in the foul. Didn't quite get all to the 30s. But a little bit of discipline will go a long way with that. 20's more than enough in that room. First ghost popped already on Spanner's side.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't see the logic in popping quite that early, given that the encryptions aren't down yet.
There we are. Up the first waves of each past 3, so 3, 4, and 5 are all almost one wave of SOSIGs, and then you get the encryptions. So you don't have to wait too long to pop them for that one. Ethiom's doing some thinking. There is a shield power up down there.
Yeah, I mean, I would take the power up with a drum.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a little close to fire. What did he ended up getting?
Yep.
5-rounder.
Bad gamble.
Bad gamble. Not enough for a shield power up. Oh, he already rolled 1. He can get another. Could do, which he does. Gets rid of the power. Ghost and a shield.
Yep.
Nice clear on spanners, no hangups. On to the last. And this is usually a pretty generous room to get your regeneratives in.
Unless one of them lands down in the stairs.
Yeah. Wasn't it before they could actually go out the door?
Yep.
That was
Whoops.
always a good one.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, just Spanish playing her with these incense and still being that aggressive is very, very impressive. Not afraid at all. Ethiom working on stealth nodes. Not terrible. Lost a couple seconds getting into the stairs there. I'm taking care of.
There's just so much to keep track of in terms of like, oh man,
Oh, we had a fatal load.
heart attack inducing.
Yes, very much. Brought it back though. Kept calm. And very, very easy spawn here for the recursive. All I need is the center once. Let's see what Ethium's luck is.
What's that final?
199 again? Okay, 199, 270 on spanners. A little bit of trouble taking that clip out. Agiles are up. He does have shield.
Yeah, but there.
That's a slow one.
Yep.
Advancing to next
Oh, did he go ghost as well?
analyzing system.
Okay. So he's out of power ups for the final node here. Unless he's got one hidden. I love Spanner's post-run ritual here of putting the weapons up to display, and 199 is going to be tough to beat.
Yep. I mean, it's you know, once you gotta have your superstitions and your rituals when that's how you know it's a sport at that point. When folks are like, no, I do my thing. I do my same warm up. I do my same in between round. Unbelievable.
Yeah, those agiles maybe just enough to bite. Oh wow, he's actually able to see the spawn happen out of that. I never knew that.
That might need to be patched.
Nice spawn a little far away from it, but that's an easy clear for Ethiom.
Wow.
Final score?
Hold successful.
199580. Ah.
580.
Whoa! Holy
Right.
cr-
Advance to
Brought it
next
back.
system node.
Wow!
Returning to
Holy moly!
Okay.
As it
so-
should be.
Okay. So yeah, it's always a third round on these last ones, huh? Anyways, so I'm thinking about a way to break it down. Do we want to be mean to them and make them think someone won already, or?
No.
No. All right. Well, I guess I'll go break it to them. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, be right back.
Gotcha. Ethiom.
Incredible. Incredible.
I got your scores in.
I can't believe that. What an amazing comeback by Ethiom on that round. Like, all that time was earned back right on that last one.
Yep. Getting our streams refreshed thanks to VLC. Doing VLC things. Oh. Having some quick difficulties. No worries.
Well, we got some time to waste, so let's see here. We got some more hot dog jokes here. So So what do you get when you cross a chicken, a cow, and a pig?
What do you get?
Well, a hot dog, obviously.
I was gonna say it, but it was
Well,
too easy.
yeah.
I couldn't.
Well, then what would you call a dog on the beach in summer?
A hot dog.
Depends on the dog's name. Mine's named Dave. Um, what do you call it when a dog falls into a fire pit?
An emergency.
Negligent animal cruelty.
Okay.
What do you call a dog with a fever?
A sick dog.
A huge incoming vet bill.
Oh.
Why did the pizza marry the hot dog?
Why did the Pizza Hut marry the hot dog?
Why not? It's 2022. We're trying to write inclusive jokes here.
Okay, so the contestants who know what's going on, they're taking their break right now as planned. And
Wonderful. I'm just here torturing Jedi for 8 minutes and 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38.
This is the entire time what happens when we play games. I swear.
So what made the hot dog furious?
What did?
That huge vet bill I mentioned.
So the hot dog is the one with the sick dog?
Mm-hmm.
Did the hot dog also have the dog in the fire? Or
That's
is that
what
a
the police report said.
Oh. I didn't realize we were doing like a whole inclusive story bit here. Oh man.
What's the best way to enjoy a hot dog?
Mm, what is the best way? You would
Where
know.
God can't see you.
What?
Oh, goodness.
What even are these?
I don't know. At this point, I'm not quite sure.
First to worst jokes on Twitch. These need
You
to
know,
be added to the game as voice lines. Don't give him ideas.
Two cool fun facts. At the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, also called the Columbian Exposition, thousands of visitors consumed large quantities of sausages sold by vendors. It was one of the big moments of folks being acclimated to what we would now call a hot dog. Second important fact, it's rumored that the fire at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair caused by hot dog farts. Yeah, little known fact. They don't usually include that in the stub in the encyclopedia, but because they're polite about it. But that's what I hear was the real cause of the Chicago World's Fair fire.
And I'm sure you have evidence to back this claim up.
Absolutely not.
Beautiful. I believe it. I believe it. Add it to the Wikipedia entry.
Yep,
Oh.
absolutely.
Awesome. Ridiculous. I can't believe Ethiom pulled out on top here. This is down to the wire now. This is also the first round that Spanners has been defeated. So if it bleeds,
You're right.
If it bleeds, it can be killed. So we'll see. If it bleeds
Just
relish,
terrifying.
mustard. Oh.
All right, more hot dog or punch in the face.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start simply here. We're going to go with apparently a Memphis hot dog, which is a bacon wrapped hot dog in a bun with barbecue sauce, chopped scallions, and shredded cheddar cheese.
I would fight through the scallions and I'd eat that. I'd eat that. C355 would eat it because it's got bacon. Chonka wouldn't even wait. Everybody's saying yes. This is another punch somebody for the Memphis dog. Comrade Cowboy is from Memphis and he wouldn't eat that. So if that says anything about it.
Not sure what to take from that one.
Make it Colby Jack and you have a deal, says Drummer Dude.
All right.
I don't like a lot of
Argentina,
cheeses.
a chorizo link in a soft hero roll smothered with chimichurri sauce and pickled red onions and tomatoes.
I don't even know what any of those things are, so I'm gonna take the punch in the face.
Gotcha. If you don't even know what the ingredients all are, you're like, it's just the punch is safer.
I'd have to do extensive research to even consider it. Yes.
Considering how much steak you've had, I'm honestly a little surprised you've never been served a steak with chimichurri.
Nope, not that I
Maybe
know of.
that might just be a little more common on the West Coast.
Mm. Sizzle Pop says this is hot dog smash or pass.
Indeed it is. It is. So here we go. We got a Montreal hot dog, which is quote all dressed, which is a New England style bun, a steamed hot dog, mustard, chopped onion and cabbage, and potato chips.
Potato chips on hot dog? I'd eat it. I don't think I'd like it at all. I'd be gagging a bit, but I would eat it. I'd rather eat that than get punched in the face. I would smash that hot dog. Yeah, what's with the cabbage on hot dogs? It's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, just some people, I guess, try to sneak in a little bit of veggies into their diet, you
Oh,
know.
all right. Like if
I know
like sauerkraut, maybe, but like just cabbage, like weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's one of those. I bet if you trace the genealogy of it, it was probably kraut at some point, and then just a certain segment of people did not enjoy the vinegar hit. And
Gotcha.
just got replaced instead. That's what frequently you get, sort of like condiment or topping drift in regionalisms of food.
Gotcha.
Like that. Trying to see if there's anything. I mean, all right, so this one that's, I don't know where this is from. It's just called the Doyer dog, which is a foot-long dog and a foot-long bun, mustard, nacho cheese, pickled jalapenos, and salsa.
The mustard would make it rough. But that's a lot of hot dog to get through. I don't know if I could run a foot of hot dog with that on it. I was hoping that the nacho cheese could overpower everything else. Now, if it was a normal size hot dog, I'd eat it. I'd get punched in the face for the foot long there.
So that's
Take the punch.
surprising. I've always jumped in with the opinion that you could just cover like garbage with nacho cheese, and 50% of people would be like, "Well, I eat garbage now." Putting the bib in. Guess it's garbage time.
Nacho cheese is good, but it wouldn't save the day there. It wouldn't be enough.
Wow. You dislike mustard that much?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the last time I've had it enough to even try, because I'm just, all right, how about this? Just a regular hot dog with so much ketchup on it that it just is covering everything. Would you eat that, or would you get punched in the face? And like,
Am I allowed to hold the hot dog and shake it off vigorously 2 or 3 times before I take the bite?
no,
Or
you've got to eat all of it. If you
is
do,
is the
like, you gotta,
ketchup completely covering the outside of the bun?
yep, it's everywhere, and you have
Like you've just dipped the entire. So I understand the construction approach.
No,
The
no.
hot dog bun together dipped entirely like in a barrel of ketchup.
No, it's been, there's so much ketchup that's been put on top, and then it's been wrapped, and then it's sat in a car, and then just been moved around enough that it has seeped around the outside and a little bit into the bun. But it's just as hot dog or as ketchup infused as a hot dog can get, and that's the only thing on it.
I would rather take a running kick to the nuts.
I eat it.
There you go. There's your mental image of the day.
Oh, Before we finish off here, sorry to interrupt. We
Yeah.
actually have 2 more minutes. When I went over to the main stage, I'd let them know to start the break, and when I came back, we're already at 8 minutes. So you guys can torture everyone with these lovely things. 2 minutes more. Do your thing.
Perfect. So we got a Sonora style hot dog, which is a bacon wrapped hot dog in a split soft roll, like a bolillo roll, with relish, tomatoes, avocado chunks, and mayonnaise.
I've never had avocados. That sounds really weird, but it doesn't sound like off-putting to not want to not eat it in order to avoid a punch in the face. I'd try it. I wouldn't guarantee that I wouldn't still have to get slapped because I can only get halfway through it. But yeah.
What's chat think of that one?
Chat doesn't like avocado. We have a couple more eats. C355 seems to want to eat all of these. So Cole Graves says that is a smash. Darth the Monster says no avocado.
See, I'm firmly of the opinion that a lot of people who hold negative avocado opinions are purely because you're in the part of the country that does not grow them. Because I grew up thinking avocado was gross because I grew up in Western New York. And then I came out to the West Coast, and avocado is totally one of those things that when you have them fresh locally, you're like, oh, that's what this is supposed to taste like. It's like a thin slice of avocado on a burger is incredible because when you're having the burger, you don't really it effectively just adds a butteriness to it. Like it's a perfect pairing. Same thing actually on a BLT. It's just like adding thin is out here frequently instead of a BLT, it'll be a bacon, avocado, and tomato. And it's a fantastic. It pairs with bacon perfectly.
Interesting. Wesley says, why not just put butter on the burger? I like the way you think. You like avocado and sushi? This is now a food stream.
It was always a food stream.
On one hand, fresh avocado. On the other hand, high heat and earthquakes. So that's what the West Coast gets you.
Yep.
Goodness.
The food out here is as someone who has now been living in LA for like a decade, the food out here, you just don't know what you're missing. And then what the problem is that the high heat and the high rent and the earthquakes no longer become an impediment to remaining here because you're like, I could never live without the food here. So you become ruined by the variety. I mean, for goodness sakes, I have 4 places in delivery range that just do Korean hot dogs. That isn't including all the other places that do regular hot dogs. Like, that's the level of food variety that is available to you out here. It's bananas.
I have to drive 20 minutes for a KFC. So.
Jenna here actually got to witness me one time doing one of the there's a bulldog spicy chicken ramen fried Korean hot dog, and I'm pretty sure I saw God while eating it, and God was also a hot dog, incidentally, and it triggered so powerful of an adrenaline rush that I momentarily got better at what were we playing, Halo?
Halo. We were playing Infinite at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. This was a lovely conversation. I've been just here. I've kept myself muted and just been laughing my butt off. But so we actually got the contestants ready. They're all good. What do you two think about the what do you think's gonna happen? Who do you think's gonna win?
I'm not gonna guess someone's gonna win. My guess is someone, because the tension has been wrapped up and they're both getting tired and a little rattled. I think someone is not gonna make it all the way to hold 5. That's my prediction.
Oof. Okay.
I am Team Ethiom sweep because Ethiom has knocked me out in the last 2 tournaments. So he
has to win.
He has to win. I gave him a pass last time. He has to win.
All right. Yeah, so right now, actually, I was looking at chat, and so far, Ethiom is 54% on the prediction list here, and then Spanner's at 46%. So this is going to be very interesting. They're both pretty much neck to neck when it comes to these matches. So yeah, I think we're all ready to bring this home. Yeah, this is going to be it. I guess we're going to touch them off right now, and then yeah, you guys can both do your thing once again.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. We're touching them off right now. Cool.
Righty. Let's see what these
Let's see
opening
if-
rolls are.
Let's see if the curse of Anton strikes with the initial weapons.
It better. Oh, goodness. Even these opening melee weapons. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Sending packets.
Yep. That's why we turned me into an encryption during the first run, as we all saw it, so that I could directly influence the play experience moving forward.
Someone's going to get a super shorty. Yeah, I'm with you, Colegrave. It's going to happen. We're going to see some super shorties here. Mag 7 maybe we get. USP.
USP and an AWP.
USP's an easy take for Ethiom. Spanners roll 2. SP98.
Oh,
Second Boldy.
oh, brutal. Oh, saved.
44. He doesn't want it. Last roll. He didn't want the 44. Ends with
Oh,
the scout.
I would have
Alright.
taken the deagle.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Spanners? Yeah.
He's proving a point.
You're
Beautiful.
tempting fate there, Spanners.
Goodness, goodness. All right. So, our nice medium capacity 45 up against a Boldy to start. See if Spanners get some luck on the opening supply point to get something a bit stronger than a bolt. But I think did he run the MRAD first? He must have got something else on the way.
Gonna
All
go
right,
ahead.
they're off.
Mutant Def.
Supply. Ethium's clear and hold. Spanners out to supply. Looks like a revolver, maybe? Nope, break. Break for first. Reroll to a pistol.
There you go.
Can't tell with the... Is that the USP or is that the Mark 23? It is the USP, okay.
APIs right away. Says, okay.
Ethium rolling some ammo. Didn't quite catch there. Another MRAD showing up for the bolt. Free sight,
APIs
free sight.
Right away.
He's good there.
Okay. That's good fortune.
And an ammo
point
check
for
on
the
Ethium's side.
A good omen.
Banner's probably gonna head right
Take
to
a
the
spare
hold
mag
to
of
clear.
traces just in case I need it.
Looks like some tracers for the USP, which I love to have.
Actually, I'll use it right at the rip. I don't use traces regularly, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, both starting the hold at the same time. Spanner
Wham.
choosing to not clear the room, just use that node for it.
Bastard.
That feels like fatigue beginning to set in.
It's a some runners just don't, because it's no points. It's no points, so it makes no difference. I habitually have to clear them all. The Spanners did actually end up with APIs right off the bat, so that USP is going to serve
You
well
stab
for the
yourself,
rest.
you nincompoop.
The rest of the run until something better comes along. Nodes are up. Not bad. A little bit of a
Some time lost there.
miss there on Ethium. I think Spanners eked out a little bit.
Yeah,
Speed-wise.
at least by a second.
Yeah.
3 override tokens found.
So smooth.
3
Very,
advance to
very
next system node and take
Already on. I love the dedication as soon as the hold's done. They're just sprinting to the next place they gotta go. Oh,
Ooh,
there's the dance.
nice roll, buddy. Bloody combat roll over the table, hell yeah.
There's the
Oh,
super shorty.
no!
That's hell yeah, but
Oh
Okay.
no. Terrible. Terrible. Is that the worst gun you can get
I
relative to what you're at trying to get?
I would consider. I think the Max 7 shows out of that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I
I
w-
think so.
I'd call the Mag 7 worse because you can't aim it. It doesn't kill anything. The ammo's just bad.
Yeah, the ammo's still low velocity.
Can you put a stock on the Super Shorty?
Oh yeah.
You know what? I don't think so.
All right.
So they both have that disadvantage then. Sorry, I don't mean to quiz about the 300 guns in the game.
Brisket for the brisket.
It's believe me, I certainly, I'm always impressed with the members of our community who manage to keep the perfectly encyclopedic set of knowledge with the stuff, because more often than not, I implement it and then I just shunt it out of RAM and start working on the next thing. So I will regularly be testing something and be tested, take and hold, and a gun will spawn, and I'll just have this like almost like chill, and I'll be like, I don't remember putting this in the game.
Maybe.
I don't remember when I put it in. I don't know what this gun is.
Goodness. Spanners ends up with a vector, and Ethiom got a KS with flash rounds. So Ethiom starting next hold. Sorry. Go ahead.
No worries.
I think we got an extended mag out of that. Or yeah, we got the like 33 round. I forget how many that holds. But man, that chews through ammo so quick. That is not a friendly gun to aim. I think it's got a bit of a low profile just because there's not a lot between the barrel and that top rail. Spanners again just choosing to go straight through to start the hold. Ethiom out to the bolt for the hardens. Spanners has the vector and single. Try to keep it under control. Ethiom not doing too bad here, but there's a little bit of a delay between those cycles. So Spanners has a chance to pull ahead again here with the capacity. Get some good rotations.
And if he, as long as he doesn't blow through the ammo too fast going through them.
Nice spawns. Yeah, I think that Spanner's easy there for that. Set. Covers up for both. Both of them holding that top side. Just get such a good view of the room.
Or something he's got me for this round.
I'm curious, what do you think with the new attachable weapons going in that are mag fed? Do you think any of them will end up being advantageous to use, or do you think they'll be just a bit too cumbersome or risk prone?
I think the pump might be a bit cumbersome, but will still be good in situations when a harden pops up. Ethiom using the pistol here to clear these swarms, not bad. But yeah, I think having those extra shots for whenever you don't have a gun that's the best for a hardened, the best for a swarm, or you just need that extra one shot or two, they're gonna come in handy real quick. Ethiom cleared out. Spanner's taking a second to get onto this next nodes here. Excuse me, but good clear. A little bit quicker, I think. Again, better loadout for that situation. So I think Spanners has a bit of a lead at the moment. Ethiom rolled away the super shorty.
Okay. Good. I have
Let's see, we got a 1 point something there. Another bolty. Another free sight. Got those flashes and putting them to use on Ethiom's side in that KS-23. Such a fun utility thing to have if you end up rolling that.
You find that it's actually useful enough to not just feel sort of like a gimmick?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even if it's just the first shot you load, having that on command, if you get in any kind of situation that you don't feel comfortable in, it is super, super helpful. Even if you never end up getting any better rounds for it, having those flashes are such a help.
Okay.
I mean, they're better than having an actual flashbang because they're more on demand. You got 4 ready to go. They're probably just about as effective. I don't know what the range difference is, but checking for more ammo on the USP, and Ethiom's side doesn't seem to like anything that we got. And you're still running with the vector. Looks like he loaded it with the API that he had got earlier.
Is Ethiom still just running with a pistol?
He has that Emerald as the other. He does not have a proper primary yet. Yeah.
you really want to pick up ammo
Jeez.
here.
Hoping for some luck there, I'm sure. 3-point SMG again for spanners in that hole or supply room. Oh, really? The real KS-23 flash rounds flash right out of the barrel. Interesting. I didn't know that. That seems. I guess you'd have to like corner shot those.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
not a bad roll. To get standard stain axe, yeah.
Kinda
Yep.
So
did.
easy upgrade. Loading that isn't the best, the actual collisions, but if you get
Shame I
used to it,
can't-
that's not bad. Easy set of drums if he wants to go that
Upgrade
route.
my
That's a
mags
good
right
base
now,
to have.
but-
You got a pick rail on top.
I shouldn't have
You
sold
could
it.
be
Yep,
set
and
for the
just
rest
like
of it.
fantastically controllable recoil.
Get rid of you and get
Yep.
rid of you.
Oh,
keep
Spanner's
you
got hit.
and-
Oh,
Oh my
Spanner's got hit.
goodness!
I didn't even catch it.
Bit worth it.
Was that even? Oh, that was in the hold.
Holy
Oh,
moly.
Anton
Wow.
called it.
I
Um,
I
Go
felt
check
it.
ammo real
It
quick.
was wild. Just a couple seconds ago, I was watching Spanners, Spanners running, and there's a specific way the arm swinging gesture begins to look as people start to tire out, sort of thing. Like the gesture is less sharp, sort of thing. And I was like, both of them have been looking a little more tired this run. Oh,
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna be honest here. We're gonna let Ethiom play this out because he actually has to
Wish this could
start
upgrade all
the
the way
next
up to
hold
being
in
belt
order
fed.
to
Yep.
That'd be kinda
guarantee
cool.
like have a higher score than him.
Yep.
Yep.
Would you guys be fine with him just doing this as a victory
Traces
lap?
don't need
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
absolutely.
There you go. All right. Cool,
Just
cool,
wanna
cool.
see
Yeah, still not cinched.
Absolutely.
three.
Still
Yep.
not cinched.
Yep. Has
That's
to.
one hit.
Interfacing with
Goodness.
system node.
Do we have a clip? Did somebody clip that? Actually see what happened and where he got hit from. Ethion's got third started. Yeah, Spanners 2 times out to the finals. That's a rough one.
Hard. Neutralizing. Encryption
Around
neutralized.
that corner, a little cycle.
There
back
we
into
go.
there.
Really, just after it just had to finish one of the waves.
Inside is 2020 though.
Yep.
So
Wow.
Analyzing
Wow.
system.
Good
That
hustle by
is-
Spanners, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's once again like it's something that's always been in the back of my mind too. That like when you play one hit long enough and do well long enough, it's not to say that you relax, but you become a little more distanced from just the sudden, and all it takes is the slightest misstep.
Yep. Ethium's not going to have
Pop.
any issue rolling through with this setup early on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say this was already getting a 249 like this
Mhm.
is
Terrible.
just so
Advancing
powerful,
to
so
next
efficient.
system layer.
Especially because the upgrade from that is what? Is it up to a 40 and then up to a casket, or is it just right up to a casket?
I think you just get a casket next. Yeah. I believe so.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
one over there. That's gonna make life
Goodness.
a little awkward.
Hey, once this whole runs over,
Yeah.
feel free to give Spanners a hug.
For sure.
Absolutely. That's I can't imagine. I mean, I'll be frank, like I don't handle high level competition in terms of anything. I don't know how I would be throwing up if I was going like being like watched live competing for something like this. Actually, personal anecdote, when Anton was a wee little Anton, when I was a
Heavy fingers
small
on the
hot
trigger.
dog, I used to play viola and
Too terrible.
in like Suzuki method sort of thing, but I was so nervous performing in front of everyone that my habit from it was I would hold my breath.
Thank
So I'd be
Oh,
up in front
okay.
of everyone, like doing my like minute and a half long, like just picture like child playing a string instrument. No one is pleased.
Got big hondos,
Sort of
two
like sort of
stones,
stuff, and I just would
whatever the hell
be
you want to
holding my
call them,
breath, and you could
thems.
tell because I would the color of my face would begin to change because I wasn't breathing, and my music instructor would also know this, so he would be sitting there also not breathing, trying to be like take a breath, Anton, sort of thing, and so we would both almost be passing out every time, and a couple times I held my breath so long like things began to get like black and white and all that. So I like any of y'all who are able to compete at this level and have people watch you live. Deepest
Black
respect
tits.
from the dev here because I am
We all know
far
what
too much of a
what that
coward
means.
to be able to handle that.
Goodness. Didn't someone predict fatigue would get to someone? Yes, that was Anton. Anton called it. Anton cursed it. Goodness.
Gun God says that on this day someone will die, and so it was. What is Ethiom doing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just mag dumping. He's got those caskets now, so he's full up and ready.
You already know what time it is, and these are
That's
100
what
round
it is,
mags. So I
okay.
hope you all had a nice drink of water,
Once
packed the
the
lunch.
the
We're
full
going to be here a
mag.
while, ladies and gentlemen. We are now playing Tarkov, not
He
HUVR.
goes through the 60 rounder one at a time.
Incredible.
Half AP, half FMJ.
Interesting. What's the logic with that?
I mean, eliminating your overpen with every shot, I'd assume, just so you get a little bit of extra damage if you end up hitting flesh twice in a row. But yeah, I saw earlier in chat people say this is one of his techniques, how he always runs.
Fascinating. Once again, like it's
Alrighty.
the beauty
Back
of
to your
having
regularly
this
scheduled
sort of
programming.
these sorts of systems is that yes is you just get like I would as a developer never, you know, a designer never predict that would form meta wise, and granted, like in Tarkov some people run staggered loads like for like drum shotties, right?
Right, and staggers, or they'll do tracers at the bottom so that you can know when you're out visually, things like that. So, and I've heard, I think, of other people doing the tracers at the bottom in this too.
Still do not have.
So there's a ton of interesting
Power
things you
dog.
can
I
do
should
with
look
that.
for that actually. Look for
And
it.
it's just all emergent. You know, it's just the system's
Look
there.
for
It wasn't
a,
ever intended to be utilized in that way, really, but thus it
shield
appears.
dog.
Ethiom looking for
Yeah,
some
it's ammo.
power-ups, infinite
I'll
ammo, but
hold out
probably
for
not
now.
much use with that magazine
Hold
setup.
out for now.
I was gonna say, what do you need more ammo for?
Oh, is that the 100 casket too? I think he might have done 2 upgrades.
Jeez Louise.
The big boy.
Well, for fighting up from the losers bracket, I know all of you watching here are like, you know, we know he's won, but it's for our crew here. Does Ethiom know that he's won?
Analyzing
Nope,
Yeah,
not
no.
yet.
Nope.
Oh, so you're not even telling, you're just letting him go. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
We did that with Jedi a few times on his runs too. That Gerald run where you were in one hit and
Mhm.
Gerald died, we, as much as I wanted to tell you, we had to let you play.
Yeah.
Oh, did someone die early?
Yeah, he had died. I think went back and forth on that one. There's yeah.
And Jedi was absolutely at the edge of his seat the entire time. It was stressful watching him. I felt bad.
I can rock with this.
And that's part of the something that's cool about these is you're isolated. When you start one of these runs, this is a single player game. You are playing in your world. Whenever I
Definitely
was
rock
running
with
my
this.
last run, Yorl, I believe it was, he scored so much higher than me, but he didn't run 1-hits. So that kind of forced me into 1-hits. And his bet was that I would die, and my bet was that I would survive at all, and my multiplier would carry. So that's just part of the strategy of how you're going to run your game. What can you use to your advantage with your skill set? So
Grab it by the carry handle.
Ulcers. It would give me ulcers. You know, it's only really been playing multiplayer games with you that, you know, I've come back sort of back into the world of playing, you know, anything competitive for the first time in quite a long time. Because even back in the day when I played multiplayer stuff, it was like I'm playing TF2, I'm, you know, playing TF2, which means that I'm not really paying a tremendous amount of attention to what I'm doing and just being like, I'm gonna just hit people with this wrench over and over again.
Goodness. Yeah, no, there were some Tarkov moments that I had to calm you down verbally after some engagements. So this is another game that gives you the PvP shakes, and it's a single player one. It can still do that, so that's impressive.
I can't wait to see. As I said, I can't wait till the terrors that will be inflicted with the competitive character.
The new armor. Ugh.
Yeah, just some background for those of you who are watching who aren't aware of like the sort of the other details of the competitive character. So we've got new encryptions. We've got a much more challenging, broad sort of progression of weaponry up from the single shot stuff. And we have an entirely new set of operator SOSIGs, where even the light armored SOSIG has areas of its body that have heavy armor plating. So you can't treat the low armor SOSIGs as, oh, I can just hit them anywhere with a pistol caliber weapon. So, and because of the fact that your first two holds are going to be highly restricted in terms of your rate of fire, it's going to really privilege people who aim over people who point, shoot, and essentially like don't really worry about their first to second shot hitting, but sort of adjust out of that spray to hitting their target. You're going to really have to be like hitting it off the jump. And frankly put, I think like a lot of like, if you're charging into a supply room that has 3 SOSIGs in it and you're using 2-shot weapons, that's going to change a bunch of dynamics. I think a whole bunch of competitive folks are going to have to slow down a little bit, at least at the beginning. Or who knows, they'll just start using melee weapons more and you'll all just surprise me and I'll be like, I should have made it harder.
Oh man. Ethiom had a really strong 4th hold there. Like that mag is just doing a ton of work for him. I remember, man, back even whenever this iteration had taken hold, it had come to fruition. Just the difficulty scale from what it used to be to what it is now has just been exponential almost.
Is there anything else I could potentially do?
Going back and thinking what the old version had taken hold was, and thinking that was tough. The old encryptions. Granted, the old swarms were harder, but like it's just been, I don't know. It's been a weird ride watching this evolve to like around the way people have gotten better at it, and it's gonna be fun to see it continue to do so with that other character. Yeah, more smoke nades for Ethiom. No luck with flash. Or did he just roll smoke to roll smoke? I hate this room. For final. Spanners is doing the H3 equivalent of picking grass. It's what you do. It's what I did. Every time I thought I had a bad run or I lost, you just sit on the floor and unload your magazines, put things around. It's a lot of work, a lot of runs to be ended with not only a loss, but well, he doesn't know that he's lost yet, but probably assumed at this point with how long the wait is.
Yup. Yeah, did anyone go back and clip and see exactly where Spanners got hit?
I was on
Anyone in chat?
I think we get caught one of those. Let me see if I can pull it up. I started doing that and got distracted as usual.
SOSIG in the wall.
I want this.
Make me anxious.
Let's see.
That 249 is just so controllable on full auto.
Yep. Broken.
super fun to shoot in real life.
Did not mean to go
Really?
down there, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like all the belt feds are. That's I love like going to Battlefield Vegas and firing them,
Time to ego,
just because it's like
hopefully.
Advancing to next
how to put it, like
system
the
node.
I can ego
average
that.
gun
I
that
can
you
ego that.
fire, and you know this, you fired a lot of them. Like the sound of the weapon firing is so much louder than most of the sound of the weapon cycling, sort of thing. Like in real life, even with hearing protection on, you don't actually hear nearly as much of the mechanical noise of a gun as you do in basically every video game. Whereas because belt feds have pieces that are still moving a fraction of a second after the round has been fired, you actually hear them, sort of thing. So it's just the jingly nature of belt feds is so much fun. Any gun that has like a jingle after it fires or has like a really great ring to it, like the DP-28, the vibration through the pan magazine, it's like say someone just hitting a piece of sheet metal with a hammer. It is just a
That took
delightful
forever.
sound.
Holy dooly.
Right.
To anyone who has the opportunity to go shoot one of those at BF Vegas or another machine gun attraction, I thoroughly recommend a DP-28. Just don't have your foot anywhere near the underside of the gun, because that casing comes out downward so fast. I made that mistake once and I felt it through my shoe. It was not fun.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yep.
I've not shot full auto yet. That's on my list to do. Very soon. Alright, I have the clip here of the actual hit.
Over there.
Link me to it.
Well, in a second. Here comes Discord. So he was actually in a supply point, and another one came out of the stairways down in the basement that just
Oh, wow.
caught him aggressed right out of the side.
Oh yeah, it was that was immediate too. Like, had he just fired, or yeah, yeah. You know, it's interesting. The Sosig was already alerted, so it's almost as though, like, that Sosig already had a red exclamation point above its head the moment Spanners came around the corner there. So that was already in a skirmish, which is why there wasn't a delay.
Ethiom clears.
Oh, yeah, that is game. Let's see what score he gets.
Advance to next system node.
And Ethiom mag dumping to let us know just how much ammo that gun can hold.
I don't want to look.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
7.
Oh, Jedi, could you actually send me the link? For some reason, it got censored on your end, even though you're like an editor.
Right, 1 second.
Cool. Because I want to post that there. But so what I think we're gonna do now is, I guess I'll drag you two down, and I guess you guys can drag him in here. Okay, yeah, gotcha. We'll do that then. Here, let me post this Twitch clip very quick for the people. They're demanding it. There you go. All right. All right. So Ethiom score is in. So it is final. Yeah, that's it. Ethiom is the winner this year. All right. So we're gonna here actually.
I do not know if that's enough.
Undeafen them. Just letting the people
Last two
know.
holds were really
Yep.
slow.
The people.
Again after. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, the whole overall plan of this is that we're gonna drag these two people in. You can tell them whatever way you want who won. They both played great, so it's just insane to watch them. And then after that, we're gonna do a little quick send off on all the people who
Both of you guys
who pitched in on this tournament. And all
Sounds
that good
great.
stuff. And yeah, that's the plan. I should have went over this at the beginning, but here we
No
go.
worries. Drag him
Honors are
in.
yours. Honors are
All
yours.
right.
man.
Well,
Okay.
gentlemen.
Hey, folks.
Greetings.
Hello.
My goodness. you two are something else to watch. I just have to start off by saying, as the one who has put the design of this game together, I would have never guessed that the level of play that would become possible where y'all have come before. So yeah, so beyond that, the winner, I don't know if Putter told you gents yet, but the winner is Ethiom.
GG Ethium. Congratulations to you. You deserve it.
GG.
Yeah,
You
so
both.
If I was just going to say, if I had a nickel for every time an Australian won a VR shooting competition revolving around guns full of Americans, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't very much, but it's odd that it's happened twice.
Yeah, that definitely is. I think do y'all just like, do they just put a gun in your hand and be like, there's scorpions out there, like when you're 3 or something like that? Is this just a survival mechanism thing?
It's actually, well, generally because, that due to the fact that, emus don't have opposable thumbs, there was never a peace treaty signed. So it's kind of like a mandatory service kind of deal, just in case they decide to launch a front against us
Again.
Well,
again.
goodness,
yeah,
goodness,
they
goodness.
they won't know what hit them. But seriously, like, what an absolutely incredible. I feel a little bad because we were calling predictions going into the third round, and I wasn't willing to say who was going to win. But all I said was, this round, someone is going to die.
And
Oh,
Spanners
And
got
thus, the bolt of lightning that I shut my eyes and threw out into the universe with my prediction. Sadly it struck you, Spanners.
Oh man, this game sucks.
I'm just picturing that, like, at the beginning of Hercules, and then along came Zeus and just boom.
Spanners just filling out the Steam refund form for the game with like 1,500 hours log. Like, Dev struck me with lightning during tournament final round.
Yeah,
I want my $20 back.
I wonder if they'll grant that refund with 650 hours on the game.
Oh my god.
I bet not.
ridiculous runs by you both, though. For real, good job.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I wanted
you
to.
are.
Thank you.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, and I just also wanted to say, Spanners, I noticed you did it a couple times. That sick arm swinger jump transition through, what is it, like Purple Room? Just like there are just moments where it looks like you're playing Tony Hawk in this game.
Arm Swinger is nuts. Arm Swinger is objectively the best locomotion mode in any VR game. Anyone who
Yep.
says otherwise is wrong.
Yep.
I
More games
completely
needed.
agree.
Yeah, no, the reason why I say it's the best locomotion in all of VR is because it cuts down on motion sickness, because you're tricking your brain into thinking that you're running.
Yep.
It's also just
helped
fun,
me.
you know?
Yeah, it's also fun.
Yep.
It's fun as hell.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Spanners, I wanted to tell you, the people in the chat have come together and have started the hashtag Hugs for Spanners campaign.
Hugs for Spanners.
They all feel for you. You
Damn,
played so well,
look
man.
that sad.
Do you see how many bullets there are on the floor, man?
I had time, man.
Yeah,
I got nothing but time in here.
so Spanners, we were looking at the clip, and it looks like the Sosig that caught you had already aggroed, like when you were on the other side of the room or something like that. Because literally, as you are turning the corner, that Sosig already has a red exclamation point over its head.
Yeah, so what happened is I was clearing out that supply point, and a patrol heard me from the top of, what do we call it, Teal Room, and so they were
Mhm.
coming down the stairs to get me, and I was just taking them one at a time. But for the life of me, it sounded like there was another one coming from behind me through Yellow Hallway, and so I ran out to check. There was nothing there. And what I should have done is just kept running. I shouldn't have picked that fight. But then I turned the corner back in, and I guess I just must have gotten pixel peaked when I turned the corner because he was already pre-firing.
Yep. Yep. The way the way the Sosig AI functions, there are all of these different thresholds that are centered around like the amount of time that they need to recognize that they're fully engaged in combat, the amount of like whether the gun is already up into an aiming position, and things like that. And it was that Sosig was already looking at that corner, waiting for something to flinch, and yeah.
It were me.
But
Yes.
but seriously, incredible runs, both of you. Just like I want you to know what a privilege it is as a game designer to be able to see something you've made, brought to this level of virtuosity. Far beyond, both my level and what I would ever have thought possible. So, amazing play, both of you, and thoroughly entertaining to watch.
Hey, thanks for the game, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I kind of wanted to say just very quickly, the H2VR is I love H2VR. It is by far one of my favorite VR games that I've ever played ever. But I simultaneously hate H2VR. And the reason why I hate H2VR is because it has completely and utterly ruined every other VR shooter for me ever.
Yeah. Yes, it has.
I do
Yep.
not know how you've done what you've done, but the fact that you have been able to, I don't know why. I do not know why, but the guns feel so good. Like I played Pavlov. I played into the Radius. I played a bunch of other stuff. I played Boneworks. They all feel either floaty or like noodle physics. I don't know why. Like Boneworks noodle physics. Everyone else is just floaty. I've got a control on my hand. This, I don't know whether it's the immersion or something, but it just feels good. And I don't know how you've done it, but
Well,
I'm
I'll
very glad you
summarize it
did.
as there's a reason the level y'all are playing in is a bunch of boxes.
I must echo that, Ethiom. I don't know what kind of dark magic you did, but everything feels so nice. I'm an American, so that means I shoot guns all the time. And from the first day I fired up H3, everything looks, feels, and handles exactly as I would expect it to. And after spending, enough time in H3, it's really hard to go back to anything that has a more arcadey feel with real looking guns.
Yep.
Can I ask each of you what your number of hours played are on shown on Steam
Let's see.
before we hand this over to Putter for a whole bunch of thanks for everyone who has made this tournament possible?
I don't know.
Steam says 657 and counting.
Steam says 656 and counting.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What? Okay, that's officially strange.
Yes.
That is an incredibly strange coincidence.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
we never claimed to be sane or even reasonable people who play H3 for so long.
No.
Well, it shows with how y'all handle it. So I'm gonna hand things off to Putter here. Thanks again for participating in this this tournament. Thanks to my deep thanks to just everyone who has played in the tournament and been part of the competitive community here. I'm hoping to be having some more content in time for you all to be crushed by it and practice and become terrifying once again in time for the next time a First to Worst tournament is run. So take it away, Putter.
All right.
Thanks, Anton.
Yeah, thank you once again, Anton. Thank you, Ethiom and Spanners. All right, throw away the winner versus Anton thing. No, none of that. Bad. None of that. In your dreams.
I'll take that.
Anyway,
I would die so fast. I'm so out of practice.
but anyways, yeah, so we'll go over the winnings after the stream is over, especially the
Mhm.
private stuff that needs to be done.
Mhm.
But yeah, Ethiom did win the Anton Deluxe package. He'll probably show us what that is at
Well,
some point, but
Yeah, I have to figure out what I'm allowed to ship to Australia.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, just the same thing. So I might, yeah, send you some customs details.
but
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
overall, I'd want to start thanking some staff, because without the staff of this team, it's just insane where we've like come from. Like, without the staff of this team have made this tournament possible. Even the first one, the very first one, when I was all alone and I had no one to organize that one tournament, there was this one guy. His name was Spooya. He's actually still part of uh, the staff here. He made a rough cut of a spreadsheet within like 15 minutes of the bracket, like a day before the tournament was gonna start. And that guy was the reason why, like, it's people like him who really have made this tournament great. He was a random dude and was willing to pitch in and put this time and effort into this wonderful disaster. And pretty much that goes for all the staff members here. We have funny enough, here, let me drag in Sage and Dragon here. These are two moderators who actually were on the other side of the tournament. They're in a different chat from us, moderating Ethium and Spanners here. Drag them in here. Howdy, Sage and Dragon.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, guys. So these two kind gentlemen have been amazing throughout the tournament. Dragon, I think, has taken most of the moderation runs this
No,
time
I
around.
haven't.
Mhm.
I think you
Yeah.
have.
Maybe.
King, do we have an actual like number?
I do
of
not
how
have an
many
actual
runs?
number, but I can already tell you that yes, you have.
But yeah, no.
Guarantee
So,
you've commentated at least half of the runs.
Yes.
so
Well, at least the first half.
yeah. But no, I'd love to thank King here, who put together this amazing stream with the minimal of issues here. We haven't had any insane issues other than whatever happened that Anton, poor guy.
I
That was
only
weird.
have one question for you, King.
Huh.
Where hot dog point?
Don't have them. Just ran out of budget. Do you see Do you see the stream setup that I have created for everyone to enjoy? I did not have the budget to throw hot dog points into it, so we have the basic bitch.
There's no
point.
hot dog. I'm not satisfied here.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I am
no.
very, very happy with how this setup went. We only had 120 drop frames. It was right at the end of the fucking stream.
Beautiful. But no, I'd love to thank King. I'd love to thank Baldric. Baldric actually helped out with making this, well, just teaching us how to make this work. Baldric is a Chad. I believe Baldric was actually the one who brought this up to your attention a while back, Anton, this whole tournament thing. So without Baldric, I don't know how we might have maybe connected like a little bit later on, but without Baldric, homie Baldric's insane. Love that guy. Tigarius and Mintless pretty much managed the Discord. They set it up at the very beginning, and they changed certain things when I asked for it. We had Cheeky, we had Omega Eldritch, who also moderated a bunch of runs. We have Sethery, who's a new recruit, who also moderated some runs. Funny enough, we have Spanners and Ethium here, who actually participated in the tournament too. So they were moderating runs and participating tournaments. No, this had nothing to do with their win, because they'd never moderated anyone they ran against. So that's we made very big sure of that. We also have Sage here. Sage is a lovely commentator here. We also have Wiley. We have Spooya once again. Whiskey was actually one of the very first people who brought up the idea of the tournament, so I'd like to thank him. Sorry, this is a whole long list of people. It's insane. We have Putty, who organizes the Twitter. He also did the couch for last year, so thank you, Putty. He also has moderated. Amazing guy. funny enough, Marty McFly actually helped us with the rules of the First to Worst tournament, the very first one, in terms of just helping us figure out what to do with modded stuff and letting us know what to look out for. He's a hero for that. We have Colgrave, who recently was a join up and has done a bunch of moderation. Thank you, Colgrave. We also got Raffle Sauce. We have Spirit, who also made the VR chat world. We had Agaba, Aiden, Armadillo, Arpy. Oh, Armadillo made actually a lot of the very first intro cinematics, and better yet, primarily the overlay that you see now. Well, not this one exactly, but the one that we have been using this whole tournament. Yeah, once again, Arpy, Cody Rex,
This one
Corby.
here.
Really quick,
That's not right.
really
Yeah.
quick on
Yeah, this one.
Armadillo. He was the driving force behind the Golden Ribeye songs.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. And then Death Muncher is one of our supervisors. Death Muncher has been here since the beginning. He has overall just worked on a lot of background stuff in the tournament. Thank the dude. Dude's amazing. We have Korean, who has also helped out. We have Mintless once again, who actually did the spreadsheet last year. Ever since then, we kind of made modifications to his spreadsheet. So thank you, Mintless. We've had Creative Bush, Quoko, Rabnif, who actually came up with the name of First to Worst, Spark, and Wily Coyote. So thank you all. You guys are all amazing. Without you guys, this is not possible. You guys, like, honestly, at this point, we're kind of a family with how we've been running these.
You missed a
But-
name, Putter.
Oh, who's that?
Putter my pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
regular-
Dun, dun,
seriously,
dun.
Putter.
Round of applause for Putter.
Yeah,
Hello.
seriously.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
all I do is move fingers, guys. That's
Now, where's those highlights?
Where are the highlights, Potter?
How am I supposed to clap if I don't have hands?
No, thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Anton and Jedi, for being here. And thank you everyone in the chat and all the contestants. You guys are amazing. The fact that you guys were willing to participate and were into this blows my mind. I never thought in a million years something that people would actually enjoy something like this. So thank you all. Much love to you guys. And that's all I got. Thank you all.
Sounds great.
Cool.
I think
Oh, yeah.
we're all good to end.
Does-
Ethiom, Spanners, is there any last words you guys want to say?
Do you suppose I
Spanners,
can
you go
get?
first.
Do you suppose I can get second place 3 years in a row? I'm gonna try for it now.
You try hard enough,
That'd be
maybe.
more. I'm looking forward to its manners.
Right
Hey,
on,
just
man.
think about that. It could be worse, Spanners. At least you're not a chicken wing.
Yeah, at least I'm not a chicken wing, and I didn't get those training rounds that I did last time. So thanks for that, Anton.
All right.
All right. Anything you want to say, Ethiom?
I just want to echo pretty much or mostly what Putter said. Thank you all very, very much for being here. This tournament would not be without all the staff involved. I thank you, Anton, again for making it just a brilliant game. And above all else, thank you everyone for competing, and thank you everyone for watching. If we would probably still be doing this if it was 10 people. But the fact that we have, what's the viewer count on the stream currently?
I saw 150
This
not
is-
long ago.
I find
Yeah,
peaked at like
the-
180 or 190.
It's like
The
a
fact-
it's like a 99 at the moment.
Yep,
The fact that we
everyone's-
have that many
But-
people engaging and partaking and participating and watching is just mind-boggling, and the tournament would not be what it is without all of you. So yeah, that's about it from me.
Yes, everyone watching, everyone who participated, we had around 150 signups to start with.
Roughly around there, yeah.
Those are the people who make First to Worst.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yep.
Well,
Keep competing, keep getting better, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one with a tournament character and hopefully a tournament level.
I'm scared.
hopefully,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully the First to Worst staff make a lot more poor career choices, and we run another one next year. So yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna be all signing off. And get some stuff sorted in the background. Much love to you guys, and yeah, thank you.
Peace.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
Drive safe, everybody.
See you
Keep
next year.
practicing. Have a good one.